Hey guys, hey, listen, can you post below that you're seeing this? I'd really appreciate that. And just let me know where you're at. I'd also appreciate that. Hey, listen, my name's Bob Ferngren, and I'm back with another 8-minute video. My videos are all about network marketing. In this particular series rather, I'm giving you things that you can do right now. Do right now. Yesterday's was, I think, it's huge breakthrough. Simply sending a video to your text prospects, to your Facebook prospects, just inviting them to come see what you have on your hands. Instead of the direct message, instead of leaving a message in their voicemail, send them your face and your words. Send them a video with their name in it. Hey, Sally, I've been thinking about you, and I think what I'm doing might just be a fit for you. I'd really love to have just 15 minutes. Hey, listen, if it's not for you, it's not for you. Don't worry about it. But you're like an important person to me. I'd love for you to see more. I have these 2 times available tomorrow. Do either one of them work for you? Bingo, bango. And by the way, I got some responses from that yesterday. Got some spider webs out here on the dock. I got some responses from that yesterday, and they're like, oh my gosh, things are happening. So I want to encourage you, stay with this series, because I know sometimes if you're new, the mindset stuff and the big picture stuff and the law of attraction stuff, you're not there yet. You'll get there if you do the things I'm telling you to do. So today, let's talk about the cold market. In other words, people you don't know, right? I mean, a lot of people they're less fearful to go for the cold market and can handle rejection from people they don't know better than they can handle or perceived that they're going to have rejection from people they do know. It really doesn't matter to me. I think action takes care of everything. I really do. I can't even imagine how someone could get to the major leagues in baseball unless they're in the batting cage a lot. I mean, a lot. Like hundreds and hundreds of pitches a day. Can't imagine that. See, that's action, right? Action that leads to results. I can't imagine how someone could make it in golf unless literally they're hitting dozens and dozens of baskets of balls and on that practice tee all the time, because see, that's action, and that's action that can lead to results. So no action, no results. Any action, even if you think it was wrong, has a chance of leading to results. So my hope, my dream is to help you with that. So let's talk about cold market, and I'll come back to cold market a lot because, quite frankly, the vast majority of people who built the biggest checks I've ever had, I did not know them until I knew them, whether I met them in the cold market internet or cold market in the real world. And so let's talk about the real world today. Let's talk about the real world. Hey, listen, unless you're in one of those states where they lock you in your house and make you wear your mask in your house, God forbid, there's always some level of interaction with people. Dry cleaners, grocery stores, hair salons. In some states, I know they're violating your constitutional rights by keeping you out of churches, but where you can gather, you're in churches. I know there's problems in some schools today, closing down, denying children the rights to an education. But listen, those are things out of our control. But unless you're in a really, really, really tyrannical state right now, then chances are you are around people, somehow, some way. And again, for those of you who are locked down, I'll get into the internet version of that in an upcoming video. But hey, it's as simple as being friendly. This is how the cold market works. It's friendly. It's friendly. That's it. Well, no, there's got to be more to it. Well, of course there's more to it. But you got to start with the premise that, did you know that all things considered equal, people want to do business with friends. That's probably obvious, right? Did you know, though, also, all things considered unequal, people still want to do business with friends. So it's always friends first. See, that took me a while. I was just like an attacker. I just went after people. That 3-foot thing, man, if you got within 20 feet of me, I was all over you in the beginning of my network marketing journal because I knew I had things that could help people. And I just thought, wow, I got to get after it. I got to get after it, and help people. I mean, I knew it would help me. I'm not going to joke around about that. I mean, this is a for-profit business. Only fools are like, oh, I just want to help people. Well, some of those people better be you or you're not going anywhere. Now, of course, you have to have a servant heart, but you have to have your own goals and your own dreams. So it's friends first, guys. If I went to a new dry cleaner, the last thing I'm going to do is puke all over the person. What I do, where I'm going, and why I'm doing it. But eventually they're going to hear that if we click, if we become friends. And we will, because I like people. I smile at them. I look them in the eye. Even when I have to wear, a diaper on my face, I'm going to still be as friendly and smile as I can with my eyes. You're in the gym. You have choices now in the gym, right? You can keep your head down. Now you got a mask on, your head's down. You're not alive to other people. You're hiding. And a lot of people do hide even when there isn't this mask stuff going on. And it may make it easier for them. But look, if you're serious about network marketing, you have to see that everyone has potential for your products, service, and or business opportunity. So I call it keeping my radar up. What I'm looking for in the cold market is someone that's got a little wiggle in their waggle. Someone whose eyes are up, they're friendly, they're interactive. I mean, that's kind of a person who's going to do better here, is someone who's more outgoing, right? I'm not saying that introverts can't make it, because technically I'm an introvert. Everything you see in me is a learned behavior. Everything you see from me is a learned behavior. Everything you see from me is a learned behavior. Dang, spider webs. So, it's friends first. So let's take the example of you're going to a new store for the first time, or maybe you've been to this store, you just haven't done this technique. And maybe it's a clothing store. This is an example. I know clothing stores are closed. And I'm sorry this isn't a timeless video. If you're watching this in 2030 and we're back to normal and freedom exists everywhere, you'll look at this and go, wow, that was really weird in 2020. So you're in a clothing store and someone who works there is being really friendly to you. Okay, now what do you have? You have a choice, right? Do you do the clamp down? They're just trying to sell me stuff. Or do you do the open up and say, wow, this person's got a little wiggle in their waggle. They're friendly. They're outgoing. They're interested in me. They're asking me good questions. My heart is to advance the relationship, not to sell them things, not to close them. Because remember, it's a relationship-based business. I didn't meet you and you went to the business builder level in 60 seconds. That does not happen. What happens is, when trust is built in and belief and confidence, a little bit more knowledge, a belief that you're going to support them, that's when people tend to come on the journey with us. So where do we have to start? We have to start with being friendly, building relationships, getting to know people. A technique that we use is, hey, wow, you're really great at this. You're really great at what you do. Do you love what you do? Do you want to do this for the rest of your life? Are they paying you what you're worth? See, I've asked good questions they might even ask themselves. And if things keep going well, I'll say things like, hey, is your boss around? I think you're a terrific employee. I would like to let him know or her know. Wow. Now, You think that person feels good about me? You think that person is thinking, I don't ever want that person to come back in here again? Or are they thinking, And so what we will typically do, this is my wife and I, what we'll typically do is say, hey, are you on Facebook? Love to get to know you better. And we'll just exchange Facebook contacts. We'll do it right on the spot. Actually hand them our phone and ask them to find themselves and to add us as a friend, or add themselves as a friend, and to accept that request. So now, okay, they haven't gone out of our life, right? And we're not into some pressure, I'll call you later thing. They actually can see all the positivity that we put out in network marketing. Now, I would write that name down. If you get good at this, you're going to start collecting a lot of names in an easy way. I think another phrase that I would give you before we get off of here today is, do you keep your options open for extra income? Do you keep your options open for extra income? Now, I got a whole lot more to go in the cold market. Stay with me. But listen, it's always friends first. The person, the man or the woman, he or she who makes the most friends wins. Let's go. Where is the X button? There it is.